The good.
The bad.
The EGGLY.
Hop, hop, hippity hop. Keep hop, hop, and don't skippity stop.
Now's the time. Easter is here when our attention turns to the humble egg. Give it to me. Bam! Here we go. A simple dietary staple the rest of the year. This is the week that it gets all tarted up and dyes and glitter and gets hidden throughout the house, hopefully to be found by children like her, and not found in June when it's all putrefied in that too good of a hiding spot. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, don't you? That ninja Easter bunny, he is a hiding expert. Boiled, fried, scrambled, poached, emulsified into decadent mayonnaises, or even hollandaise sauces. The egg is every cook's best friend. Egg again, egg again. But these little chicken ovals are not without controversy. For years, nutrition experts have been debating whether the egg is a great, affordable source of protein or a cholesterol-raising killer. So let's take a look at the positives and negatives of adding eggs into your diet, as well as some of the preparation tips.
Let's get cracking.
Let's get cracking.
Let's talk about the good.
Yes, let's talk about the good, shall we? One of the best things about eggs is that you don't have to shell. Get it? Out much money. Eggs can cost as little as pennies on the dollar a piece, and it's one of the least expensive protein sources around. Now, a typical whole egg contains, well, how many calories does an egg have?
70.
70 calories. If she knows it, you should know it. It's got 6 grams of protein with only 5 grams of fat, 2 of which are saturated fat. Just grab an egg real quick for me, please. It's full of vitamins and minerals. Why? Because Daddy says so. It's got vitamin A, B6, B12, vitamin E, riboflavin, iron, phosphorus, and zinc. And the protein is considered to be one of the most complete and balanced proteins for humans of any other protein source. Well, other than mother's milk.
Ew.
Yeah. But it is one of the rare foods that contain vitamin D as well. While the human body can produce vitamin D on its own from the exposure of sunlight, not like a day like today in this rain, the egg yolk is one of the few sources that actually have vitamin D. So with that, eggs are filling, and studies have shown that people who eat high protein breakfasts like eggs tend to be less hungry during the day than people who eat high carbohydrate breakfasts like bagels or cereal. Now, don't be yoked with the yolks. If you're worried about the fat and the calories and possibly the dietary cholesterol levels, you can stick to just the egg whites. Now, one egg white has only 17 calories, and it's all protein, 4 grams to be specific. Unfortunately, you'll lose most of the nutrients that the yolk provides if you take it out, but it's an easy and it's a great way to add more protein to your diet. You can always find an egg white substitute in our grocery stores now or in our supermarkets, and it's just really added for convenience. So that is the good.
The bad.
The bad. As you probably noticed in the good list, a common caveat with eggs is that they're high in cholesterol. At least the levels of cholesterol are higher. One egg contains over 200 milligrams of cholesterol, over 70% of the US government's recommended daily allowance. But don't throw the eggs away just quite yet. There are some factors to consider. Dietary cholesterol is not the same as blood or serum cholesterol. The same way that fat in olive oil is not the same fat that ends up in your love handles. Now, dietary cholesterol does not automatically raise your blood cholesterol levels either. Understand that cholesterol is necessary for cell membrane growth and normal cell function, and in the production of bile, which helps our body digest fats. Too much blood cholesterol, though, can cause plaque buildup in our arteries, which could lead to a dangerous blockage and contribute to stroke or a heart attack. So eggs aren't perfect. Nobody claimed them to be, but saturated fats and trans fats are worse. If you're skipping your morning eggs because you want to have a bacon double cheeseburger for lunch, you may be just getting less dietary cholesterol overall, but the saturated fats are going to be what really make your blood cholesterol soar. Way more than the eggs would have.
That's bad.
So if you want to lower your cholesterol levels, you'll get the most bang for your buck by cutting out saturated fats and trans fats, which our liver turns into the worst kind of LDLs. Okay, low density lipoproteins. That's the cholesterol in our bloodstream.
That's not that bad. The EGGLY.
The EGGLY. So they're cheap, delicious, high in protein and nutrients, and the news about cholesterol is getting better all the time. And the American Heart Association has even recently allowed that 1 egg per day is probably okay, just so long as you're not getting a ton of dietary cholesterol from other sources. So if you decide to add eggs into your diet, here are some facts to keep in mind. Now forget about what Rocky does with his glass of raw eggs. Aside from the salmonella concerns, according to the studies published in the Journal of Nutrition, I believe, protein from cooked eggs is believed to be almost twice as absorbent as raw eggs.
Hop, hop, hippity hop. Keep hop, hop, but don't skippity stop.
All right, so here's an extra bonus tip. If you can't remember which eggs that you have on your counter or in your fridge are raw or boiled, especially when you're preparing for Easter, try spinning the egg on its side. And a boiled egg will spin for a duration of time, and it will begin to wobble as it spins. The perfect boiled egg. And how do you make them? Real simple. Cover the eggs in a saucepan completely. Cover it with water. Let the water come to a boil, and as soon as the water starts boiling, turn off the burner and cover the saucepan. Let the egg stand in there for about 10 minutes, rinse with cold water, and this should result in a perfect hard-boiled egg. It's firm, but it's got that creamy yolk. And this is what it's gonna look like. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba! Happy Easter, everybody. Hope that helps with the good, the bad, and the ugly.
The bad now? The bad? Would you have the EGGLY?
The cholesterol in our bloodstream. That's the bad.
Already?
That's it. Eggs aren't so bad. And then here's a special bonus tip about hard-boiled. Here to wobble. The perfect boiled egg covers nothing. And as soon as the water begins to boil, turn off. There goes mom again.
Hop, hop, hippity hop. Keep hop, hop, but don't skippity stop.